Yeah, there's my 7.5 minutes. So here we are, your officers. If you don't know who the officers are, there's at least the pictures. There's a couple of us in the room. Susie's off on vacation leave. She just left this morning, so she's not here. Chris, that picture of Chris is when he was 12. That would be wonderful. Thank you, Howard is here. I've seen him in the back. There we go. Chris is not here, and I don't think Russ is here either. And Michelle is right here in the front, heads down doing accounting work. So. Awesome.
Howard's here.
Yeah. Howard. Okay. Yeah, I pointed out Howard. And then Howard pointed out Michelle because it's out of the corner of my eye. And then our board members, we do have a couple of board members here today. I see George Watman in the back. Some guy named Mark is here somewhere. Let's see, is there anybody else? Chris, another 12-year-old member of the board. And Ed, Chris, Pat, no, they're not. Those folks aren't here, but those are our board members next. And committee leads. In my role of, we always need help, Charlie's just informed me that he needs to step back from the Queen team running that. So if anybody's interested in helping to run or running the Queen team, and I'm sure Charlie will happily.
I will happily supply whatever information you need.
Yeah, he'll help you become successful, and the rest of us will help you become successful. If you're interested in helping run the Queen team, or even helping out with the Queen team, would be. So I don't see anybody rushing the stage to take that role on. So we're going to get that. And if you know somebody who we should voluntold to help with the Queen team, we'll do that. Let's see. Otherwise, this is pretty much dead on as to what was there before. I think I mentioned that Peterson joined Lauren and Paul on the grants program. Welcome back to the club. Yeah. All right. Next slide. So, for those of you that don't know, we had a conference, and I think it was pretty successful. I've heard a couple of people that had given us some opportunities to excel and to improve, and we appreciate that. So if you've got some ideas of how they can be improved, let us know. Folks that I didn't think were going to give us any positive feedback gave great positive feedback. Even someone who said, "This lunch is great. It's a box lunch." I'm thinking, "Oh my gosh, box lunches. This is going to be awful." And the box lunches were actually, I thought they were pretty good, and yeah, it worked out nicely. Donna and Susie, thank you for helping plan this meeting and getting everything put together. Susie's really real close to being a first-year beekeeper. I guess she's a second-year beekeeper now. So she's our second vice president, and she's doing a phenomenal job. And she's not a computer geek, so she's learning how to do some of the things, putting slides together and building stuff online. So she is learning very, very well, along with her 3 daughters that are helping her. Because the 3-year-old is definitely, "Mom, that's not, click over there. No, Mom, click over somewhere else." All right, we mentioned the apprentice program. Bruce, could you tell me your name again? Megan. Okay, so did you join the apprentice program?
No.
Okay. So I will say the beginners program is full. We have 36 students that are signed up for labs. We have 3 more that signed up for the classroom only. We can add another 100 or so to the classroom only. That they can join either in person or virtually. So that's still available out there, and you get the recordings of the previous one. So we've only had, and in fact, right after this meeting, we're doing the 3rd lab this month, and there'll be a 4th lab on Tuesday. So the labs are full, unfortunately. The apprentice program is still open, so if you want to work with that, reach out directly to Russ, and he can help you with that. All right, and then everybody, thank you for doing what you did last year and for what you're going to do this year in helping yourselves, helping bees, and helping the flock. All right, big for those of you who've been to Cheslin and saw the shed looks a lot like the trailer. You've seen the trailer. It's a show, some kind of excrement. It was really bad. The shed was.
That's amazing.
Yeah, Joe did it. Fantastic. George, I think you helped out a little bit too. Very little. Joe,
I created the mess.
you created it. I wasn't going to throw you under the bus for that. He had a little help though. He had plenty of help. But all organized. The racks are now pushed in an entirely different orientation. It really looks good. Really is functional. And we hope to try to keep it that way. My guess is that by the end of the year or by early next year, we'll have to do it again and reorganize because you get in a rush or you're so exhausted from working all the hives, you get out there just shoving stuff in the shed. So, again, thanks, Joe, for taking care of that. That's Joe up the side. Yeah. Okay, wanted. If you are a web administrator or know how to administer a web, we would like to get somebody to do that. We had a volunteer who's had to drop out, but we are looking for someone to do that. As an aside to that is someone who can help us with some online marketing or SEO, search engine optimization kind of work. So we're looking for someone. It could be the same person, or it could be two different who help with the social media presence with YouTube and with Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat. Is that what it is? Face chat, whatever. What are all that stuff? Yeah. Tinder. I don't know.
That's a whole different club, Mark.
Young queen looking for strong drone.
No, looking for strong drones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm also looking for a beginner's course administrator. This is not somebody that needs to be it's somebody behind the scenes that is helping set it up, sending out the notifications. And we need people that, that you may not need to be up in front of an audience, but we need folks that are administering it, making sure that, the hive tools are gotten, that the books are handed out, or the timing is set up, that sort of thing. So if you're interested in that regard, that's great. And then the biggest ask is we need a conference committee for 2027 to be set up. Rather than waiting until December, we need to be doing it now, because as we were finding is we were reaching out to speakers and saying, oh, I'm already booked. A lot of people were already booked, 12 months out. So we need to get that going. So if you're interested in that, please reach me or you can reach out to Carissa. Next month's meeting will not be here. Next month's meeting will be at George's house in the front yard. Somewhere. Maybe in the backyard. It won't be in the barn. And it's in could be. And it's in conjunction with the plant sale. So that's going to be an interesting thing. It'll be a talk from someone at Longwood Gardens, I believe.
I think Sheena said that she's got, I forget what the woman's name is, but she's got somebody from Longwood Gardens. But she's not talking about Longwood Gardens, she's talking about native plants.
Native plants, yes, exactly. Thank you.
We're trying to save people extra driving, right? So just sort of like have the plants in the meeting at the same spot and make these. The plants are terrific this year. They really look great. So probably in the next week or two, I would think.
So just so that you understand kind of how the sausage is made, you have to go out onto the storefront for each plant type that you're selling and create it and then build an inventory. And there's just, it's not like, oh, click, 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 and you're done. Click, 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 and you're done. No, it's like a 5 or 10 minute experience doing them, which means by the time you're down to the 14th plant, your brain is fried. And then you forget what you're doing, and then you take a break, and you come back, and you have to learn it again. So it's rough. Thank you for someone for Yvonne. You brought what is that again? Apple breakfast casserole is in the crock pot in the back. Thank you, Michelle, for bringing the donuts. Unfortunately, we didn't get coffee, so sorry.
There's a couple pieces of banana cake back there.
Banana cake back there as well.
Please
Awesome.
take it so I don't eat it.
Yeah. All right. And if you have topics that you want us to cover at a meeting, please let Donna or Susie what it is. Is it a guest speaker? Is it a specific topic? Let them know, and we'll work on setting that up. Oh, I'm sorry. Go back one. Oh yeah. If you want to volunteer, you can just hit that QR code. Volunteer to bring foods. Bring coffee and water. All right, next. Joe, did you say you brought some water? There's some water there? No.
Oh, no, I have water in my truck.
Yeah?
Yeah, does anybody want water? I'll go grab it.
Thank you. So just a couple of the events coming up. The PSBA summer picnic and the field day. So they're combining two things. The picnic is like a couple of hours on Saturday. Penn State, Robin Underwood, is doing a field day with lots of different stations and lots of different learnings. I know I'm going to be doing wax candles and wax and rolling on wax frames and that sort of thing. But there's a lot of different folks that are setting up different stations, going into hives. They may even do some artificial insemination. They may do drone call. I don't know what they're going to do, but there's a lot of stuff that's going to be happening, and that'll be Saturday afternoon and Sunday. So it's a pretty neat thing, and it's up near State College, the Ag Progress Fairgrounds. So if you're interested, keep an eye out. We'll put the word, put a sign up link. We have a lot of stuff on our event schedule that's coming up. Chuck, why don't you come up here for a second?
Sure.
I'm going to have Chuck talk about the VA Hives program that we've got running.
Yeah, so we had an opportunity to support a program called Therapeutic Beekeeping for Veterans. It goes with VA. They have an in-place program called Hives, and it's therapeutic beekeeping for veterans. So this whole project's taken about 2 years. We're dealing with the federal government, so there's a lot of paperwork, MOUs, risk assessments, vetting. We finally got through all of that. That's the good news. We had some online classes we just completed, and we're going to be starting hive site activities this coming Monday. The bad news is because it took so long, 2 years, we lost a couple volunteers in the process. So we still are in need of a couple, 3 volunteers. If you're interested, come see me, and we'll get you hooked up.
What are they doing, Chuck? Like, what
It's like a beginner's course. Beginner's beekeeping 101. We're guys out here, and we've got a wonderful class. We've got I think 6 volunteers so far. We really need about 8 or 9, so we need a couple, 3 more. George is going to have to keep his hive there. We've got a couple of Langstroths, and
you just need people to come here and help with
just to supervise, show them how to read a frame, safety, proper use, how to light a smoker, how to use a hive tool, basic beekeeping.
You guys are students in the course.
Yeah, Yvonne and Jean are students, and they'll be there. Any questions?
What are the hours?
I've got it scheduled. It's every other Monday, and it's roughly about 2 hours. Some classes start at noon, some I think are at 10 o'clock.
And once it gets a little later, we'll start
Yeah.
earlier.
So it's roughly the classes are going to be roughly about 2 hours.
Do you need people for Monday?
What's that?
Do you need people for this coming Monday?
No, this coming Monday we're good. But I've got the schedule of the days that I do need help for, so if anybody's interested, I'll give you a copy of that.
Thanks, Chuck. All right. So today is the 18th, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Damon is over at the Upper Main Line YMCA today by himself, talking to the general public about beekeeping. So if you've got time, you can go over and give him a hand this afternoon. Please do so. And I've got the address there someplace, but it's the Upper Main Line in Berwyn, YMCA. YMCA there. Next Sunday, I need some help out at the Fairville Fun Fair, which is down off of 41, just south of Route 1. So kind of the south end, and it's hundreds of kids running around and then looking at bees and playing with bunnies, and they're bringing in goats, and they've got, all the wonderful farm types of activities. So we'll be there talking about bees. If you have honey to sell, you could bring it to sell. I've done that in the past. Unfortunately, all I have now is green honey. I've sold every pound of my regular honey. That's a good thing. It's a bad thing. It's like I don't have any to sell now, where people are really stopping. And then up on the 28th, we've got a homeschool event at Bonsville Mill. So it's 25 homeschool kids coming out to Bonsville Mill. We're going to run them through how to roll up wax to make a candle. We're going to do the observation hive. They're going to see hive equipment, kind of the same educational things that we've done in the past at Historic Sugartown. And I know I've got Chuck has volunteered to help out there. If there's anybody else, please just go to the volunteer page and click and sign. And then a big one, there's a lot of other events, but a big one that's coming up is the Helicopter Museum STEM Weekend. So Saturday and Sunday, we need like 8 people to sign up to be there at different shifts. So a couple hours per shift, and just talk to the public. Again, if you have honey you could sell, bring it to sell it. It's a wonderful thing. And then finally, the Kimberton Whole Foods. We're in their roundup for August of Eagle View, their new store, or Eagle, their new store, and that's in the past we've made thousands of dollars from that event, and we've asked them, we're asking them if we can come set up a tent, talk to the general public as they're going. We've done that in Malvern. We did that in Downingtown, right? A couple years ago. Yeah. A couple times. So that's a good one. Next. All right. I mentioned the conference already. We had 220 attendees, which is a fairly good number. I was hoping for 300. Carissa and Yasmin were saying we're going to be lucky to make 100, so we met in the middle of 220, which is great. We had sponsors, we had vendors, and we made about $750 from the door prize raffle that we did, which was shocking to me. It was the first time we actually got the license to have a raffle, and we sold. Everyone got a ticket when they walked in, and then you could buy additional tickets for $1. So we sold 750. In fact, the 1,000 ticket roll that we had was used completely. So 220 went to people that were signing up, and then the other were sold. So it was a good money raising for us next. Annual surveys, the PA annual survey is the QR code in the top. So that's the how did your bees do? The middle one is checking out last year's results from the PA survey, and then the bottom one is the national survey for honeybee production and honeybee limit. So I'll leave that up for